Alright, guys. I'm trying to figure out how to describe tramming, right? Tramming is the art of sweeping, a circular motion with an indicator. Tram brings that to mind, alright? But I want to talk about the spindle being, people use the word perpendicular, don't like it. Right angle, don't like it. 90 degrees, don't describe it. Alright? Plumb, okay. Dead plumb is what makes me have visions of being correct. I drew this up. A plumb bob. Isn't that cute? I made that all by myself. You see, this is a milling machine table. Let's play make-believe. That table is dead flat. This plumb bob is dead plumb. Why? Because if you hang that, it's at right angles, it's perpendicular, it's 90 degrees, it's all them words. But the word I like is dead plumb. I want your spindle dead plumb. How do we get there? I made this little picture just to show how I was thinking. Alright. Here's the milling machine. Vertical milling machine, main mill. I'm just going to show you how you get that dead plumb. So anyways, just watch the bullshit. I'll edit this later. You see this? Obviously, the goal is to get this turret 90 degrees to that table, or another way of saying it is parallel to the movement. See that? Where my mouse is? That table moves in and out, right? And this it's set on 0, but them graduations, they don't have a vernier scale. They're approximate. When you set that on 0, you really don't know where the hell you are. You don't know that this turret is 90 degrees to that table, or parallel to that movement, those ways. All right? I'm going to show you how you get that done, okay? Here's what we're going to do. Let me show you this. I take a piece of flat stock with a good straight edge. You see it right here? My mouse is going on there. I take 4 step blocks. Lay them down. It's 1 inch thick. I got to lay them down. I lay 4 of them down, put a set of straps on there, clamp it down. Now it's snug, right? You're not going to bury it in there. You're going to make this edge parallel to the movement. So what do? In the quill, or in the spindle, or wherever, fixed. This indicator is fixed. This table's going to move. You're going to move it back and forth, indicating this edge, tapping it. Once you get it there, you lock it down. Then you're going to indicate it another way to make sure the turret's right angle. Let me do this first. I'm going to show you what the drawing is. You see that? 90 degrees, a gazillion zeros. The drawing is on the money. Alright? Alright, let me do this. Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how you're going to move it. The turret is locked in. The only thing that's going to move is this table. You see that table? And you're going to indicate it. The indicator's fixed, the table moves, okay? Let me do this. Let me see if I can do this. Shut up. Now the only thing that's going to move is the areas in red. Let's do this. ½ inch at a time, alright? Let me get it up a little higher. so you can see it. Okay, here we go. See it? That's how you're gonna. You can move the table in and out like that, tapping and indicating. See it? Once you get it dead on the money, all right? Now you're gonna indicate it another way. You're gonna lock this cross slide, and you're gonna move this turret. It's still, this indicator is attached to this turret any way you want. I show it in the spindle on a rod. But now you're gonna lock that table and you're gonna move this turret and the indicator will move with it and you're gonna indicate that edge because this could be off 1 degree, 2, half a degree. Who the hell knows? There's no way of defining it, right? What you're going to do is make it on the money by tapping it, all right? There's a lever on the side of the turret that you can pull that moves the turret in and out. You guys all know that, all right? Let me do this. I think I'm doing this right. Jesus, what a pain in the ass. All right, that's good enough. Now, the table is locked and it's in position. We're going to move this turret, all right? See, by pulling on that lever, and you're going to do the same thing now, all right? You're just going to tap it around. Now when you get that indicated in, obviously, you go up here, lock that in, all right? So now you know that turret is at right angles to that table or parallel to the movement, all right? Now let's go over here. Why did we do that? I'm going to show you. First of all, I'm showing you the turret here, and I'm showing you that, let me get it up here. See, there's a pin in there, take the pin, couple of bolts. This is the head. The spindle's under it, obviously. And what you do is you loosen the bolts, and you can turn that head on an angle. You get any angle you want, all right? But it also has graduations, which are not accurate. You can't hang your hat on. But anyways, that's where the compound sine bar comes in. We can make that angle accurate by indicating the lathe compound sine bar. I'll do that later. I just want you to understand. All right. Now that the turret is square to the table here, you see, I use all these terms, right? What you see here is a line. See these two lines there, them blue lines? These lines here are 90 degrees to that, all right, at right angles to that turret. When you're on center, right, the blue lines end up dead center in the T-slot. You see it? That's because this turret is on the money. We indicated everything in. It's at right angles to the movement. Now let me show you what happens if you don't do that and you're off on an angle, or your turret's off at an angle you didn't indicate it in. Here's what you're going to get. Let me do this. Hang on. I'm gonna make it go at 10 degrees off. It's exaggerated, but it'll make my point. Alright, you see all the red? I'm gonna turn that, I'm gonna make it go at 10 degrees. Oh shit. Hang on. I should have done this before. Hang on. I gotta do all this bullshit again. Alright, I'm gonna move it at 10 degrees and show you where them blue lines end up. Jesus Christ. I wish I knew how to run this computer. Now you see everything in red? I'm gonna turn it 10 degrees. Now you take a look. You see where the angles are? The angle that you would have set it at. It always remains, when you tip that head now, at whatever angle, you're gonna be this way. You're not gonna be at right angles to the movement of the table. So you're gonna have the right angle, but when you start doing some machining, you won't understand why it's screwed up, because you got this condition. Like this. If you'd indicated it in, this thing, these lines would have been dead in line, not like this. I hope this makes sense to you, because I'm having a hell of a time trying to explain it. All right, big guy? Let's see if this makes any sense to you. All right?